Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just gonna do a little demonstration of YouChat. Um, that's from you.com, and I'm basically gonna be trying to make some Pine script coding scripts, and what that is code that you could use on Tradingview to make indicators and also trading strategies. So the first thing I did, I typed in what is Pine script. I just want a definition. What is it? I just want to see how good the information is. And I'm also going to be testing uh, U.com code. So this is specifically for coding. So the results that get returned are for coding. It looks like it just returns Stack Overflow. So that's similar to what Google would do, but it's not. It wouldn't be like at the front. If you're familiar with Google and how that works. Like that. Oh, that's cool. You can open the panel and it gives you that. Go straight to the answer. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try UChat. I mean Chat GPT as well. Looks like it's not. Oh, it's overloaded. Well, that's not a surprise because it's gone viral. It's viral on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Everybody's pretty much talking about it. Hopefully, all the data that it's getting bombarded with will, the developers will be able to tune it and make it better. Let me. In the meanwhile, I'm just going to go over here and see if we could make a simple moving average script. So, uh, it's simple if you are familiar with the language of Pine script and in the vocabulary and what certain terms mean of trading. So let's see what happens. Here's the Pine script code. It's simple moving average. So we have a simple moving average. And yeah, this code looks like it would work straight out the box. That's pretty good. Oh, it takes an input. Yeah, that's nice. You'll see what an input is when I put it in trading view. Put test the code in trading view. Okay, so when we go to u.com, the coding search engine part of it, it does the same thing. It's going to take you to Stack Overflow, which is okay because when you use Google, that's most of the time that's what happens. You're just looking at Stack Overflow or some weird Reddit or usually a Medium or something like that, some blog post that has the information that you are searching for. What's right? I was going to write an essay about it. So this is how people are going to be writing their college papers for their dissertation. No, hopefully not, but you know, you know what's going to happen. All right. So I guess you could add stuff too as well. Recency, region. All right, let me see what's going on with this Chat GPT. Relog in. All right, I had to relog in again, and that's something that I don't really like with Chat GPT. With you.com, you don't have to give them your information. You can just search whatever you would like. You know, with Chat GPT, you got to give them your email, your phone number. So, which is okay, but which one would you choose? Okay, we asked the same question. What is Pine script? It looks like it is. Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. That's pretty solid based on what it does. and what it's used for. So I like that answer. They told you what it is, what it does, and what it's used for. That's a pretty solid answer. UChat gave a good answer too. That would be enough to get you along to understanding what it is. Now let's see if ChatGPT can write up some code, and I'll test both of these codes in Tradingview to see if they work, see if they have syntax errors. You know, so my Tradingview account. So I'm on my chart, and basically I want to create a study for this case because I just want to put a moving average on the screen. So I'm going to open up indicator. I'll just put study, even though it says it's indicator. They're like the same thing. Pine script. Yep, it popped up. It worked right out the box. ChatGPT finally spit out some information. Now there's a difference between what UChat returned and what this is because I don't know if this is version 4 or version 5 or what version of Pine script the code will be. UChat specifically said at version equals 4, so that's what Pine script is going to process or interpret. you know so let's see if this code will work. Well, I can already tell you it's not going to work. So the ChatGPT code won't work, but the UChat code did work. And it's maybe I have to change what's prompt in ChatGPT. Um, and also another thing, you have inputs in the UChat version, so I can change the length of the moving average. So it's that code to me. I like codes like that because as you're testing it and trying to see if you could get an edge in the market, then you want to change the variables. So let's see if this work. I know it won't. Let's see what the errors are. The script must have a study or strategy. Yep, doesn't define it as a study or a strategy. It doesn't tell you what version of Pine script it is. So let me see. I got the version and the study in there now. So now let's see if it works now. It's compiling. Undeclared identifier blue. Okay, so that's a syntax error. So um, in version 4, there's probably a specific way that you have to say it's blue. I don't really know off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could probably figure it out sometimes. Um, it's not that. Let me see. Color equals blue. Yeah, color blue. There it is. So it should work now. Okay, there it is. It worked. It's up there. So had to modify the code a little bit. Maybe I had to do a little bit of prompt engineering, but it didn't give me the correct code straight out the box. So I'm going to provide feedback because I want the developers to be able to, tune it and make it better. Because if it's better, then it's better for me. It's better for everybody, really. One thing that's unique about what this is capable of, you could have real equity in this. And I'm talking about in the sense that, like, your first year coder could come in and really solve some complex problems, you know, utilizing this. It won't replace a coder, but you can definitely leverage it to make your coding better, to speed up your how fast you can code things, right? Because on a day to day, you might have to read through a lot of documentation to figure out how to code something, but this is going to kind of scrape and crawl through all that information and get you the information you're looking for. I'm not sure if that will work. I'm not going to go down that route, but if you go down the Stack Overflow route, then it's a lot of testing, trial and error. So let me write a moderately to or request a code that is moderately complex. It's really not, but some people will have issues, and some people won't be anything to them. So I guess it depends, really. So Python script that calculates the previous day's range and the current day's pivot point. Let's see if it can do that. Yeah, it doesn't know. It doesn't know how to do that. I'm going to do some prompt engineering here and rewrite the previous days. Let's try high, low, and highs. Highs and lows. Now it should be high and low because it's for the previous days, and I'm saying previous days, so the language it might not be able to interpret it because of what I've written. Previous days, highs and low. I type in, let's see, prompt engineer. Okay, and lows. Yeah, I'm going to see if it for -1 days. Put numbers in it. I know it understands numbers for sure. Oh, low. Okay. So yeah, you'll have to do some prompt engineering for either one, really, uh, because you have to talk to it in a very specific way for you to get results, and that's why you have to know the vocabulary and you kind of have to know the language. So when you're trying to explain what you're looking for, you can do it correctly. So now I'm going to specify the version type, so version 4. Okay. Now it did what I asked it to do, except it didn't display or show it. So change shows to displays. Now it's doing what I asked it to do. Version 4, ticker ID. I don't know if that's going to work. You have to do like system info ticker, but we'll find out. I guess I have to open up another dialogue in ChatGPT, which is okay. They said they were getting overloaded. Okay, doing the same thing in Chat GPT, and it almost looked like it's returning what? See that color equals red, color equals green thing? That's already a syntax error right there. Now I assume because I specifically said version 4, it assumes that I know it, so it's like, oh, you already have that information and you just need this. So maybe that's why it's not doing the um, at version equals 4 thing. Oh wow, now it's making a strategy. with the same information. It's kind of weird because usually when you make a strategy, it will actually buy or sell something, but it's just a blank strategy. Oh, it's just an example that needs custom. I like how they tell you that because there will be a lot of skeleton code that these things generate, either one of them, and you have to implement what you're looking for, and that's when you kind of have to. You really have to know how to talk to it to get it to be able to make code that you're looking for, and that's just prompt engineering. Okay, so the red and green thing that's automatically not going to work for ChatGPT. Let's see if UChat will work. The ticker ID is going to throw an error. Yeah, ticker ID. Yeah, it's not going to work. But PineScript is an intelligent language, and it has ticker ID. There's a function. I don't mean it's an. I mean you have IntelliSense. That's what I. Yeah. So you have IntelliSense. So within the TradingView platform, oh, within the TradingView platform, it'll auto complete certain things. But this ticker ID function does not do what I thought it would do. So probably gonna have to use system info ticker. That's what I already do. But you try things and some of them work, some of them don't. You gotta experiment. Okay, it should work now. Yeah, we should be good now. That should be good to add to the chart. Yep, and it added it to the chart and it plotted it in a new pane. So red is the previous high, green is the previous low. Let me see if I can add it. Um, move to an existing pane. I didn't want it on that pane. I wanted it where the bar chart is, but oh well. You get what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have the highs and the lows, like what this is doing for the day, these gray bars. But this does it down here as well. So this code definitely does work. Let's try GPT. The name is kind of ChatGPT. They could have named it something else, a little bit catchier. This is not going to work because it doesn't say what version it's using, and also the red and green. That's not the correct way. It actually might work. It just might infer what version, but I'm used to seeing it where you say, "Oh, it's this version." Okay, that actually worked better. So you can use red or green. I guess it inferred it was version 3, or I think version 2 allows you to do that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Just need a little modification and it'll work. So yeah, both of these are pretty good. Just gonna make a little change. Code to study. Now I'm being more specific about what I want, and that shit comes with knowing the vocabulary. So now I'm saying I want to study. I don't want an indicator. I don't want a strategy. I want a study. Yeah, and it added it, right out the box. It worked. So yeah, I encourage people to try this, especially coders, because if you code in C sharp or something or whatever you code in, try doing something like create a function that encodes a string in base 64, something like that, right? Or create a function that converts HTML into XML and returns output. You know, stuff like that. This is what this will be good to use for. You can create functions really quickly, like little small code portions of what your total code would be. You can piece in you can piece everything together, and that's what's going to be nice about these type of search engines. Now, I don't know if they're going to be as great for people in other spaces, but for the coding space, definitely, because you definitely I already use it, to code stuff that um, I would have to search up because I don't know exactly how to implement it, but I know what needs to be done. Like if I'm trying to um, convert a PDF to an Excel file or something like that, or vice versa. I know how to do that, and I know I'm going to have to use certain libraries, but I don't know on a detailed level how to implement it, and this will help me get there faster. So yeah, this is pretty good stuff. I'll definitely be using it. Now let's see. Are you better than chat? Actually, let me make it more specific. Is you chat better than chat GPT? In my opinion, yeah, because you don't have to sign up for it to use it. So, and as far as I've seen from the Pine script, UChat has been able to make better Pine script, but once again, saw prompt engineering. Maybe I don't know how to talk to Chat GPT as good, but the way that I've been talking to UChat, I've been able to get things that I want from it. They're just dang, they ducking already. They're like, we can't answer that. We don't, we don't know. Like, I know.